Hello and welcome back, all you Staus fans. We're here for another very special episode in the lead up to our friendly match against Callander. I'm Jim, the editor, and I have with me Barry McGeehee, Barry from Callander.
Good to meet you, James, finally.
Yeah, nice to be in the same virtual room with you before we face off virtually in this series.
Yeah, it's
so
interesting.
What we thought we'd do today is just name our 11s for the match that's coming up Saturday at 1 p.m. So really closing in on that. It's a 3-match series, 3 2020s, and the first that we've done on this channel, or first kinds of games like this we've done on this channel. So I'm really excited to join the club of teams that you've come up against.
Yeah, no, we're excited to be playing you guys as well. It's good to get some different opposition and some different players on. We've had 2 good series wins so far, some close games, some close losses. So hopefully we can replicate that in this 3-match series as well. I'm really looking forward to it.
Should we just get into it? Would you like to go first as the guest here?
As the guest, and I suppose we're the away team first, aren't we? So we're pretty much stuck with a winning formula. For our first game up against you guys. We're remaining with the top order of Jack Mould and Ian Glenn. Ian Glenn missed a couple of games. He came back at the weekend, was in the runs. The T20 test match that we played, he got half centuries in both innings, so he firmly states his claim to stay in the side again. Jack, he's an ever-present at the top of the order. He's a solid batsman. He can hold an end. He can hit big, hits 360. So they're a good pairing at the top. But it does mean that Siddhant moves down to number 3 instead of opening. I think he suits this position a bit better than opening. He is probably the best player on paper in the club. He is very versatile. Does like to hit big straight down the ground. So he is a little bit fallible there. So hopefully he doesn't try and take your pace bowlers on straight away. To start with, and gets himself settled. Roy Pearson in at number 4. Now, he has been up and down the order in the virtual world, but for this series, he's back at number 4. Now, Roy's been at the club since we founded in 2013, and number 4 is his spot. Again, he's a stand and deliver hitter. There's not much finesse about his game. He's got a good 18th hole swing, and if he connects, it will go. Neil Tannehill, he's moved up the order throughout this virtual season. Normally, he's probably bats down about 7-8, but we pushed him up the order about 3-4 weeks ago, and he's been in the runs. He's in form. Hopefully, he can continue that as well. I've dropped down to number 6 for this game. That's purely to accommodate the top of the order, to get Sid, Ian and Jack in at the top. So I've dropped down from 3. I'm quite impressed with my virtual batting so far. I've managed to get myself a couple of centuries in the last 3 games, so hopefully I can continue that going on. Murray Parsons, again, he's in there for pure brute force, and that's why he comes in at number 7. Again, he's one of these players that he has no finesse whatsoever. He's a big unit, stands down the bottom, and he just likes that leather on willow. He's not done too badly so far in the virtual season. He's not got any massive scores, but he's played well when he's needed. If the top of the order hasn't fired, he's managed to solidify there. We're then sort of getting into our bowling all-rounder, Carl Allen. He's coming in at number 8. Now, he is our leggy. He's primarily a bowler, but he can bat. He's not had much opportunity over the last few weeks, and the top of the order has done the business, so he's not really been needed. But he is in there as our leg spinner. He is probably our main weapon when it comes to the bowling attack. He's had batsmen in all sorts of trouble over the last few weeks. He is a wicket taker, can be a little bit expensive sometimes, but if he's taking wickets, then we don't really mind that. We then have the second of 3 Parsons in the team, Max Parsons. He's more of a batting all-rounder, sort of the second spinner. He's an off-spinner. Again, a bit of a surprise. He was left out for the first few games, and then when we were playing around just before the Scotland game, we brought him in for a couple of games, and it was economical. He's taken wickets, and he's not left the team since. Probably the most economical bowler there. He is a young lad, only 18, goes to he goes to Edinburgh University and plays for them as well. So he's in there as our off spinner. There are 2 spinners in there, so hopefully a bit of variety, and I know a couple of your guys struggle with the spin. That's a reason for going with the 2 spinners. We then have Craig. He's a medium pacer. Doesn't have a great deal of variation, but what he does give is line and length. He's very consistent with it, and sometimes he deceives batsmen. He's probably one of those that you look at going, this is the guy that I'm going to get the runs off. He's gentle medium pace, doesn't put much swing on the ball. You think you can go after him. That's generally the downfall of the batsman, because the pace that he does bowl at, he just has that ability to drop a little bit of pace off it even more, and that generally catches the batsman out. Takes a lot of edges, so it's going to be my job on Saturday to hopefully catch some of these. And then at number 11, we've got Angus Parsons. Now, he's not had the best of virtual seasons. He's been quite expensive at times, and he has struggled for wickets, but he's just someone we feel we can't leave out. He brings that pace, he brings that swing, swings it both ways, in and out, and then he's got a few change-ups that he can bowl as well. And the player missing out for us this week again is Arnab Chowdhury. Again, he's going to be our 12th man. And that's our team going in for Saturday. Hopefully a winning one.
All right. Well, sounds like a strong lineup, heavy on the hitting, I guess, and that sits with the scores that you guys have put up in your previous virtual fixtures. It's kind of the opposite to how we tend to do things, and that's reflected in our team lineup. We've got McLennan, our wicketkeeper batsman, opening up, fresh off some good runs in the last T20 against Hong Kong. Then we have Seagal opening with him. Earnshaw, our spinning all-rounder at number 3, tends to poke the ball around. Not the most explosive batsman, but often the glue that holds our lineup together, and a bowler that we're going to rely upon to bowl probably his full complement of overs through the middle. We have myself, James Crooks, at 4, and then the skipper, Stan Franklin, at 5. Now, Stan is someone who can change the course of the game. He can come in and hit if he's required to, but he's also shown the ability to accumulate runs, and with his years and years of experience bowling right-arm tweakers, he could be called upon to play a significant role in the match. At number 6, we have our left-armer, Josh Hay, coming in. Again, another big hitter, one of the few in our team, our only left-hander in the lineup, actually. He will be used throughout the middle of the bowling. 7, we have James Threlfall, who's a new addition to the side this season in the virtual world, but a long-serving member of the real world St Andrews team. Number 8, we have Dan Armstrong, our opening bowler, and lower order batsman who can certainly swing the willow. We have Alex Haynes coming in at 9, another one of our medium pace bowlers they're going to be vital through middle overs. Number 10, Jack McPherson, other opening bowler, partner to Dan Armstrong. And at number 11, we have Patrick Jess. Now, Pat is somewhat of a folk hero in the virtual world. He tends to bowl late in the innings, taking the pace off the ball. You can't really get a hold of if he's putting it in the right areas. 12th man is Rodri Price. Now, Rodri's very unlucky to miss out here. It was almost a coin flip between him and JT, but it was decided that we'd rather have the fielding of JT in at 7 rather than Rodri, because we didn't need the extra bowling. But look for him later on in the series. We'll probably give him a run at some stage. So that's our lineup for Saturday.
I think it's going to be an interesting one. Bowling v batting, I think, going on. We've definitely struggled with ours. I'm interested there in the absence of David Miller. From what I've seen, he looks as if he's quite a handy player, so I'm actually quite pleased to not see him in the lineup.
Dave is absolutely an outstanding performer for the club, both in the virtual world and in the real world. His big hooping in-swingers have taken a lot of wickets. We just decided that with your batting prowess, that we would rather go for accuracy over wicket-taking ability with this game. So because of that, and because you guys might actually put up a chunk of runs, we thought we'd go with the extra batting, putting JT in there at 7 rather than carrying a bowler, which we may or may not use. I mean, we have a lot of all-rounders in this side, so I'm quite happy with the bowling depth. It was just kind of wanting to add to that batting.
What sort of pitch can we expect on Saturday?
Oh, well, C1. our lovely home ground, made by our one and only Alex Haynes, who appeared on our scouting report video, is renowned for its under-prepared wickets. So we could be faced with a somewhat soft, somewhat green pitch. Though in saying that, in the past, we have occasionally turned up to a dust bowl. The only thing I'd be surprised to see, really, is a hard and fast wicket. So we really have to be prepared for whatever turns up on the day.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure all my virtual batters are as well. They're in the runs. Hopefully they can keep that going. We're looking forward to it. 2 strong lineups, and yeah.
Fingers crossed for a nice, good, competitive match from both sides. And I mean, I'm going to wish you good luck, and at the same time, hope that we manage to pull out a victory and go 1-0 ahead in our series. But thank you very much for joining us, Barry. Again, I say best of luck. And yeah, next time we'll see each other, we'll be on the virtual playing field.
We'll be on the virtual playing field. Good luck to you guys as well. The same. Hopefully we come out on top.